Look how long this thing shakes after I hit the table. What's that? Alright, I apologize for my messy hair. I'm sick. I just really don't feel like making myself look better for the camera. But we're doing a Friendsgiving, Neighborsgiving type thing this week. What's today? Wednesday? We're doing it tomorrow, actually. So today I'm actually going to be smoking some turkey in our smoker. I've already prepared a little bit. So let me get you up to speed here. Alright, so here's our turkey. You can see I've already put stuff on it. I'll tell you what that is in a second, but this is the brining liquid. Brined it overnight in this cooler with ice so it would stay under 40 degrees all night. And this is our turkey. It's a 20-pound turkey. Got it fresh from Whole Foods. You can see I've already stuffed it. See if I can brighten this up a little bit. I stuffed this thing with anything that could remind you of fall, pretty much. Apple, oranges, onions, rosemary, thyme, sage, clove, ground ginger, allspice. It smells so good. I actually put this stuff in the brining liquid. Some of it's still in there. You can see that bay leaf. I'm actually gonna grab this bay leaf and throw it in here. I'm gonna have to wash my hands again. But yeah, so put it on a roasting pan. And right now, just getting my charcoal set up, getting it going. So that's gonna be ready to go here in a second. I wanna throw that charcoal in my firebox and then throw probably one of these on top of it and get this thing going. I think I'm gonna start at about 180, do that for maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm gonna crank it up to, I don't know, maybe 250 or 300 and do it that way for the rest of the time. I could do it at 180 the whole day, but I just don't want to be out here for too long. I don't know, maybe I do. We'll see. So now we've got our turkey on here, and it's looking pretty good. Don't do this in flip-flops. Alright, we've got our piece of wood in here. You can see it's already starting to smoke. So I'm going to close this. This is our flue. It's just basically our little air vent. Right now we're going to close it quite a bit. And we're going to keep our eye on the thermometer. Once this gets up here, we're going to try to maintain that temperature. Yes, I know I have some leaks in my smoker. Comes out down here and a little bit in the back. It's okay. So we've hit our temperature, so we're going to just try to keep it there for a while. And there are a couple ways that we can do that. This chimney is open. It's letting out a lot of heat. So the more closed up your chimney is, the more heat you're going to retain. Oh wow, there's one of those tiny little red spiders on top. Or mites, or whatever those are. You see him? Poor guy. Here, get on my... So you'll see I close that up, and we're starting to go up a little bit. So I'm actually going to leave this open a tad. The other way we can control the temperature is by this air vent. The more open we make it, the more air comes in, and it feeds the fire. If we close this up, the fire can't pull very much oxygen, and the fire goes out and it gets cooler. So you can see the temperature right now is about 195, I think. Let's see, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 190-ish. So let's do a little experiment. Let's open this as far as it'll go, as open as it'll go, and watch the temperature. See, it's starting to go down. There we go. Now we're at 180, which is about where we want to be for most of this time. All right, one thing I did forget to do earlier is put foil on the wings, because I don't want them to cook faster than the rest of the bird, and they're a lot thinner than the rest of the bird, so they will cook faster unless I put foil over them. That's the theory anyway. I don't know if it's right. One other thing I forgot to mention is the type of wood we're using. You typically want to use hardwoods like hickory, mesquite, oak, fruit woods, apple, peach, walnut, whatever. And usually when I go to this Vons that's over here by our house, the firewood they have outside is a mixture of all hardwoods, which was kind of a lucky find. So today when I went to go get the firewood, I just grabbed a couple bundles, got it home, threw that piece of wood on the fire that you just saw, and read the packaging and saw that it is all a mixture of pine and spruce and aspen, fir, cedar, or juniper, and pinon, none of which I really want to use for smoking. Kind of sucks that I just realized that, but I mean, luckily they had these bags of wood chips, you know, mesquite, and I think this one's hickory, but they're really expensive. Each of these bags is $10, whereas this, even when it was the hardwood, is like $4 each. So I could probably smoke 2 turkeys with all that wood, or I don't know, maybe 1.5 with this stuff. But it's cool. I took that guy out, and now we're just using these chunks, and it definitely smells a lot better. That was my first tip-off that something was wrong. The smoke did not smell very good. It didn't make me want to eat. All right, our turkey's been cooking for about an hour now. I'm gonna add some dry spices to the top. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. Now, we just lifted this up, which let a lot of air into the firebox, and I saw that the fire had kind of sparked back up. So the flue is already closed. Dampener, I guess. I don't know what that's really called. So I'm gonna close this just to put the fire out. Once we see smoke again, kind of billowing, we can open this up again. All right, there goes the smoke. So I'm just basically taking these juices that have been running off and just drizzling it over the turkey. Keep it moist, help the flavor from these herbs, spices to kind of get real soaked into the skin. We're just shy of 6 hours smoking this bird. Just want to take a look before it gets too dark out here to look good on the iPhone camera. Yum. Our aluminum foil has turned to gold. Alright, it's dark outside. Can't really see anything except for this really cool shadow. It's 9:45, so that means it's been, oh, is that true? 11 hours. And I put some more foil on during the process. In case you can't tell. Look at that sucker. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to let this rest for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to cut into it and just triple check that it's cooked through all the way. Checked it on the thermometer, looks good. 165, so it should be fine. Alright, our turkey has rested enough time, so we're going to carve it up. I meant to show you the finished product and all sliced up on the platter and everything, but I had some turkey and I kind of went into a turkey coma and woke up today, and it's Saturday. I made the turkey on Wednesday, and it's been eaten a little bit, but I'll show you what's left. I made some gravy and cranberry sauce too, but this is all that's left. Let's see if I can open this Ziploc with one finger or with one hand. Come on, do it. This is what's left. Ah, it smells really good. So there you go. That's your turkey tutorial. Actually, I cooked it on Wednesday, and I reheated it on Thursday because that's when our party was. The way I reheated it was I actually carved it, put all the pieces out on a rack in like a shallow roasting pan, put some liquid, like some of the drippings from the original turkey. I made a gravy, put that in the bottom of the pan, turned the oven on 300 and warmed it up until the internal temperature of the thickest part of the breast said 150. Some places said heat it up to 140 because that's, oh, my fridge is open. Some places said heat it up till 140 because that's just out of the danger zone. And other places said don't just heat it up to 140, heat it all the way back up to 165. And I went somewhere in the middle, 150. And it was really good. It was moist enough. Some of the pieces were a little dry, but that's just because they were the thinner parts of the meat, and heating it up all evenly in the oven is difficult unless you set the oven at like, you know, 180 or 190 again, and then it's gonna take forever to reheat. So, you know, you live with that. Then I made cranberry sauce, and then I made gravy out of the drippings with a ton of butter and a little bit of flour, you know, typical gravy. And the gravy itself was kind of smoky, which was cool, and I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but I guess it makes sense. But everybody seemed to like it, and now we've got leftovers, so we can do like leftover turkey sandwiches and stuff. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was a good video for y'all. I kind of skipped over the money part, you know, accidentally. Honestly, I just kind of forgot. In the joy of the party and like getting ready for the party and like rushing to get this over there, I just kind of forgot. But it's okay. I'll show you a nice picture of a turkey presentation, and that'll be your satisfaction for the day. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see ya.